But right now, let's get over to meteorologist Zack Fradella, who says we have a severe weather threat for tomorrow, and then an Arctic blast, which will hang around for a good part of the week.
You know, this is going to be kind of a transition to a cold pattern. It's going to stay cold for multiple days going into next week. Let's talk about the severe weather risk ahead of this Arctic boundary. That's going to be for Sunday. Now, the greater risk is this level 3 enhanced risk along I-20. That's going to stay north of us. These storms are going to have a lot more intensity over the northwestern half of the state, and they'll start to lose some of that energy as they get closer. But we're still having about half the area in a level 2 slight risk for your day on Sunday. So tomorrow is declared a first alert weather day for that risk of severe weather. It's mainly going to be in the evening hours that we're going to get this squall line pushing on through, not so much during the day. So if you have plans tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning, yeah, there'll be some passing rain, could be some downpours early on, but there's going to be a period of time where the weather is not that bad for Sunday. When that squall line comes through, damaging winds, usually the greatest threat when you have a line format like this. There could be 1 or 2 tornadoes developing in this pattern. Flooding, very low chance. Hail, very low chance. With the movement of these storms being so quick, with the squall line, we're not anticipating any type of flooding problems across southeast Louisiana or South Mississippi. Today we're getting the clouds, not really going to see much of anything in regards to thunderstorms. There will be some light sprinkles underneath this cloud deck. It doesn't show much, but this particular model struggles at seeing that light rain when it starts to move in from the Gulf. So don't be surprised if you have a few raindrops into later today. Tomorrow morning there will be some of these downpours trying to work out of the Gulf, but then we get into a period of no rain by the afternoon, and that's when the storms probably get really energized over the western half of the state. This squall line comes marching east, and by 7, 8 o'clock, it's entering our northwestern areas, and then by 9, 10 o'clock, it's moving right across the heart of southeast Louisiana. This should clear us around midnight, 1 a.m. Sunday night going into Monday. Then we're turning sharply colder, and you are going to feel this cold going into the morning hours of Monday. For many of you, it's back to that routine, back to school, back to work. It is going to be frigid cold. You need to have multiple layers on as we head back to work next week. Look how warm we are tomorrow afternoon. It's going to feel like spring. I mean, it's going to be like a spring day with temperatures climbing into the upper 70s. But here is the wind chills by the time we're waking up on Monday morning. 26 in New Orleans, 21 Covington, Homa 21, a meet feeling like 18 by the time we get started for our new work week. So it is going to be a frigid north wind that's going to be pushing in that Arctic air for most of next week. This is not going to just be a one-day thing here. When we're talking about the low temperatures, now on Monday we're only getting to near freezing on the North Shore, but after that we have to watch for a pipe freeze, especially Wednesday and Thursday mornings. If we can keep the clouds away these 2 days, we will definitely have 25, 26 on the board across our northern tier. Tuesday morning, there might be too much wind, so I've actually pulled our 26 up to a 28 for Tuesday morning, but it all depends on when those winds can go calm and then when we can get those clear skies. Now, we do have this winter storm late next week, starting to look more like just a rain event for us along the Gulf Coast, but look at the snow. This could be a big snow event just to our north and west, multiple inches, maybe even a foot. So yeah, we're going to get a storm. It's just not going to be too cold. It's not going to be cold enough here to see that storm produce any wintry precipitation. There's the 7-day, and this is a long stretch of some cold weather. So if you have to wrap your pipes on the North Shore, inland, do so tomorrow when we have that 78.
But I'm looking at that Friday, high of 49 with rain.
If that low stays down into the Gulf, we may not touch 49. Now, if the low gets a little bit closer to us, we might get warmer for 1 or 2 hours. But this Gulf low that's going to bring snow to our north, we could be stuck in the cold air, and it'll be a cold rain at that.
That's that January weather that everyone has
hates.
Come to know and hate.
I don't think anybody likes rain and
not cold. That cold, no.
If it's going to be cold and precipitating, might as well be snow at that point.
Y'all don't want snow, believe me. I just got my fair share of snow. Y'all don't.
In Utah? You're in Utah, yeah.
Yeah, but they also they sweep the streets, or they're plowing all night long, which also is fun to hear all night long. But they're making sure the roads are clear constantly. We don't have the equipment to handle that, so
we're fine.
Drive up north if you want to see that.
It's going to be too warm. Yeah, it's going to be too warm next week.
All right, Zach, thanks so much.